Welcome back, everybody, to Montanan Outlaw BBQ's cooking series. Today we're looking at prime rib for holidays or a large event, a large piece of meat. Today we're actually using a ribeye roast, which is basically the small cousin of the prime rib. You can see it's a very lean meat, very clean, and it's a wonderful cut of meat. So when we do it, we want to make sure that we put Montanan Outlaw rub on it, and we'll show you how to prepare it for your friends and family. On these larger pieces of meat, we can use our rubs a little more liberally. So what we'll do is take our Montanan Outlaw rub and we'll put on a medium to heavy coat. So you just kind of want to put it on there until you can't see the meat. Now on smaller cuts of meat, you wouldn't want to put it on so heavy because the spice would overbear it. But on large cuts like these, the benefits are having more of the flavor of the rubs. Here we have a pretty good covering, and then we'll pat it in. So a little tip when you're buying these larger cuts of meat like a prime rib or a rib roast, watch for these little striations of white fat here. This is what's going to make it tender. When that renders out and cooks in, that's going to give it all the taste and tenderness that you're looking for. So now what we'll do is we'll put a coat of rub on here. Tap it in. Do the other side. You see those striations again? Put the rub on pretty heavy. We'll flip it over and we'll season this side again. And again, we'll season this side. Okay, we're flipping over. This is the meat side of it, not the fat side. So we're putting it in there. We're going to pat it back in. This is what's going to give it the crust when you cook it. And that nice crispy you like on a rib roast or a prime rib. This is really a nice cut of meat. This is going to be delicious. All right, so now we'll let this rest for about 30 minutes. Let those rubs have a chance to absorb in it. You'll notice it'll start starting to sweat. Then we'll get it right in the smoke and ready to go.
All right, so we've let this rib roast sit for about 30 minutes. You can see how that salt content and the rub's starting to pull a little bit of that moisture out. It's gonna make sure that we get a really good bark. We won't have to do anything with it for about the first hour or so of the cook. We wanna set that bark, at which time we'll come in with a garlic infused butter and we'll make sure we just keep that nice and moist throughout that 3-hour to 3.5-hour cooking process. We've got our Traeger Ironwood 885 set to 275 degrees. We're just gonna go ahead and place it right here in the center of the rack. We'll close it up, let it go for about an hour, at which time we'll come back. We're gonna hit it with a little garlic infused butter. Help set that crust. Okay, so we've been in for just a little over an hour. You can see we're starting to get that good color, good shine, but I want to hit it with my garlic butter. It's a garlic infused, just on the cooktop with a couple of smashed cloves of garlic in there. We're just going to add to that flavor, really set that crust. I mean, the color on this one is just looking perfect. So we'll do that. And we'll come back, we'll do this about every half an hour or so through the duration of the cook. Should be done in just about another, I would say 2 hours, 2.5 hours. All right, so this rib roast has been on for about 3 hours. Time to temp check it. We're looking for somewhere around 125 degrees. You can see we're right at 126, 127. That's gonna be perfect. We're gonna go ahead and pull this, let it rest for 45 minutes or an hour. This rib roast is going to continue to rise in temperature, should give us somewhere right in that perfect medium rare when we slice that open in the middle. Okay, so our rib roast here is rested for about 45 minutes. I think it's come up to temp. We're going to go ahead and slice this thing open, see what we got on the inside. just go ahead and get started. So we're gonna cut down through. You can see it cuts through nice and easy. Let's go ahead and open it up, see what we got on the inside. Looking to still have some nice pink color to it. Let's go ahead and slice off a steak. You're gonna slice these off when you serve it to your guests, and nice, about 3/4 to an inch to an inch thick, depending on the size eater you have. You can see how juicy that is on the inside. See that juice just running out of there. Nicely cooked. Let's go ahead and cut off a little piece here and see what we got. You want to get something that has that nice rub on it, good crust. This prime rib be a hit of your holiday dinner. I mean, this is easy, it's quick, 3.5 hours. You don't have to slave over the grill for so long. And I'm gonna tell you, beefy, juicy, tender. You don't even need au jus or horseradish sauce with it, in my opinion. Enjoy. This is gonna be a really great holiday meal for you and your family. Happy holidays from Montanan Outlaw BBQ.